Oh, let's have a look.
Look at this fuck. Really? Okay, so are we landing helicopters on roofs that we can't access? What?
I don't even know where the fuck this guy's shooting from. Where is he? He's up there, right?
Really? Okay.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, I think some people just see what roleplay is as different. That's what it is. We're never gonna agree that like we're never ever gonna agree that like one roleplay is right, but I think some people can't accept other types of roleplay is one of the bigger issues. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a constant drama with that sort of shit, but I don't know what the answer myself is, to be honest. But you know, you got to consider it this way, and from my point of view, right? I make a server, okay? I make the server, right? I got some devs here. We do a server. We push it in a direction we think we want the server to go, and that direction is you don't have gunfights with cops and stick around. That's the base immersion level we go for with gunfighting with police. We want to discourage the, you know, the 4v4 or whatever mentality is associated with a fun PvP environment in a in a roleplay server. So I don't know what's more insulting is not respecting our viewpoint of where we want the direction of the server to go and just saying that it's a problem, or not just trying to go with it and seeing where it goes. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened before this, but any stagnant fight is playing out exactly how I wanted to play it. So arguing that it's not balanced is the point, you know. It's not balanced. That's the point of the server. If you have a stagnant fight with a police officer group, you're going to get swarmed like you would IRL. That's what it is. You know, and I know some people will be like, well, that's not fun. I want to have a 5v5. Well, when I get on auto and I shoot a fucking cop, I don't want to be like, ha, see you guys. Only 3 cops to worry about. Deuces. I want to be shitting my pants, getting chased down, dipping the fuck out of there because that's what my character would want to do. That's what roleplay is. I don't want to get in a gunfight with people. I don't want to do that because that isn't what your character would do. That isn't roleplay, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna go get food real quick while we talk. I'm back, boys. They want CS:GO. Well, I don't think they do want CS:GO, but it is a reoccurring thing. And like I said, I don't know exactly what happened, but the cops have been, you know, like the thing about this. He says, listen, we're not going to be playing on the server if it's like this. You know what I mean? How are we gonna last here? That's why the police have been leaving, because they don't get that role play. They literally don't get it. And there's a reason why nobody does role play on cop that often anymore, because, you know, it's just shit. Sticking around in a gunfight with cops is sort of NVL. To an extent, yeah. It depends on the situation, though. If your friend is bleeding on the ground, you would want to stay there to try to get him out, right? So it makes sense to an extent, but doesn't make sense to an extent when you say, oh, fuck it, he's only going to go to jail for 10 months. Let's just leave. You know what I mean? I think it swings both ways, you know? And I've seen people do that sort of shit too, so. Let's see what the little bitch. Well, you gave me 100 bits for it. Thanks, mate.
But
I'm rich.
Koil, you literally watch half of the clip. You have no idea what I'm talking about. You have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cops landing their fucking helicopter on the highest building in the area, so they have literal vision on everything. Listen, if the server's getting to the point where it's like, hey man, if you shoot a cop, you're just done. You know, you're just fucking done. Then that's great, bro. Then just fucking, we just need to just take the guns and just throw them in a pile and just be like, you know what? Hey, we just all need to have businesses and make millions through business, because it's not even worth going to war anymore. We just got to race, we got to boost, and if the cops come at us, we might as well just have hatchets on us. Don't even have guns, because it's not worth shooting them anymore. It's not.
Yes, it isn't worth shooting cops. Okay. Perfect. I'm eating fish and chips, so. You like the crunch? Oh yeah. I mean, it's the point I'm making though. Like, it doesn't matter. A stagnant gunfight, just that's the idea. We don't want stagnant gunfights. Holy shit. I don't know what this is. It's meant to be calamari, but it's pretty average, to be honest. Four v4 or 4v20, what situation would you value a life in more? Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, if it was a 4v4, you will stand around and just dick around, and, you know, it becomes weird. Sort of like the roleplay aspect of it, I think. I think 4v4 and up for gangs, I don't think it's a bad idea, to be honest. When they verse each other, that is. Yeah, cops getting in the helicopter and taking the high ground. Like I said, it depends on what happened, I think. I don't know what the circumstance is, but if there's cops down, you know, would it be logical for you as an officer to think, hey, maybe I should go and help? You know what I mean? I don't know. From Hutch and Raided's knowledge, it was a rule to not hot drop on inaccessible buildings. I don't think it was a rule. It might be SOPs or some shit. I'm not sure what they've got. I don't fly helicopters, so I don't do it. Like I said, I got no fucking idea. We tried talking to these people and making the no stagnant gunfights concept clearer. I mean, yeah, we did at the start of 3.0. The general idea, everybody sort of liked the idea of, you know, it being bunker-esque, but the same shit happened in 2.0 though. Cops were really heavy and it just slowly dimmed down. And then cops pretty much just hated playing in the server. So I don't know. Yeah, I break SOPs. It's a standard. It's the standard operating procedure. This is what the standard should be, right? This is what they expect from you. But in saying that, you know, I don't think it's ever been mentioned as a server rule. What did they do? Did they rob a store or some shit? Like why were there shootouts? I'm interested to know more of the situation. They flipped? Had a cop. Oh, so they shot him. Wait, so they shot them when they were releasing them? Or did it turn into a fight there? They wanted to save the car? Spinning facts, bro.
In real life, you don't have to worry about just 4 people either. So I should be able to call my boys in a stagnant gunfight and have them swarm you like you swarmed me. We got radios that are walkie-talkies. We have 4 people, but you know, Koil says that he wants us to get swarmed and he wants it to be realistic. Then let us call more than 4 people if that's it.
He doesn't. Does he just not understand that we're gonna need 5 million cops? Like, what, does he not get it? The more he increases, the more we have to increase to have the same effect. Jesus fucking Christ! I don't understand. Why is he even arguing the point? It's how we want the server to be. Why argue it? I don't understand. What he's asking for is literally armor servers. That's what he's asking for. He's asking for unlimited PvP that ends up growing into like 30v30 battles, and is literally just a, you know, an armor server. That's what it was. It was really shitty, dude, and it affected the entire server. I don't know. It's like, yeah, and you've also got to understand that, like, it's one of those monkey see, monkey do. If CG start getting 20 people and shitting on cops 24/7 after the cops leave, every other group's got to do it too, because they want to get viewers, and that's how you get viewers, by being like the big guys. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what would happen. Let me read. I want to read so I can eat. Through a downed person. Oh, through the car, you mean? Wait, what? Shooting Charles through a downed person. They had to have been in the car, right? That wouldn't make sense otherwise. I don't understand how that's possible. Okay, so I mean, so cops got taken hostage and they shot. If Bass says that's what he wants to do, I mean, that's the standard police are doing, I guess. I think the Crims want a 50-50 shot to get out of every situation, so it comes down to skill. Not sure that's possible once you escalate that far. Well, yeah, the escalation is the point of no return. So, you know, that's the thing. I think once shootouts happen, like, it's, you know, at that point, you just got to deal with what's happening, right? It's just meta for cops to know they only have to take out a max of 4 crims for any situation. It is, in a way, yeah. But do you want to stand there for 3 hours waiting to see if a 5th person comes? You know, it also speeds up the process of being like processed and shit like that. It is metagaming though, but you know, like I said, sometimes that shit's needed. I just tried to change S modes in this. I'm a fucking idiot. It's meta for Crims to know cops SOPs. Yeah, it is. But we're at the point where everyone goes to jail so long it doesn't matter. It's meta. There's a lot of weird meta things that are abused to fuck. It's just like, you know, after the server's been played that long, it just sort of happens. Both sides will do it. Uh-oh. But yeah, man, as soon as we, so this is what's gonna happen, right? As soon as we create an aspect where the Crims can outshoot the cops, chat, majority of the cops cannot shoot a fucking gun, okay? These guys are fucking potatoes. There's a reason they can't drive. There's a reason they can't shoot. They're here to roleplay. They're not here to be fraggers, right? So if it's known that you can just wipe the cops every single situation, that's what it becomes. It just becomes shootouts over and over and over again. And there's a reason it's not like that, because we just don't want it. Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know the full circumstance, but I think, you know, if Bass wants to shoot people that take cops hostage, That's a precedent he wants to set in character, and that's how it is. You know, I don't know what happened afterwards, but I think that's fine to do. You know, I think a lot of people have argued that they want police to be able to handle their shit more, do what they want, and this is, you know, there's probably going to be other shit like this that will happen, because there's no like, hey, you think this is a good idea? It's sort of just like, you know, if this seems sensible in roleplay, they're just going to do it. You know what I mean? Why, when Raider plays AJ, this shit doesn't happen? Probably because no one else on the server except CG tries to shoot cops. Well, try to stay and shoot cops, I should say, or take cops hostage. Just saying, sounds to me like, wow, I want PvP and be able to win every time. Doesn't seem to care about RP at all. Honestly, almost like Karen going, I can't get my way, I want to speak to the manager. Yeah, kind of, but you gotta, like I said, it's NoPixel's always been about multiple viewpoints on roleplay and we try to cater for that, to be honest. But I just don't think it is roleplay when you are looking to wipe police. That's when the roleplay is no longer roleplay. You're in a PvP environment. And yeah, it sort of worked on the 50 slot server, but imagine 5 times the police wipes and how little the police would want to play on the server. You know what I mean? Imagine 5 times the volatility. Like, you just need to have faith and you know, understand that these are done for a reason. It's not because we want cops to win 24/7. It's because we want the server to stay healthy and we don't want cops to leave the server. Because there's nothing more depressing than waking up every morning wondering how many times you're going to get fucked in the ass by criminals. And honestly, that's what 2.0 was like a lot. And if we increase that on a scale of 5, you know, it's going to be a little crazy. Well, it is still GTA. It's not hand-built RP format. What? The fuck are you even arguing, bro? Of course it's GTA. What do you mean? It's Grand Theft Auto, the game. I mean, the game itself is also designed in a similar way. They make police escalate to a point where you have to evade the police. it's almost like it's done the same way, dude. Except they have infinite police. You have to evade the police. So I don't know what you're arguing, really. You want me to turn the fucking AI police on so you can shoot them? If CG is the only one that shoots cops, then how would there be 5 times the shootings? Because they're asking to make it so it's balanced in a way that shootings are going to happen more. Not based on right now. Otherwise, the variable hasn't changed. What sort of fucking question is that? You're wrong, though. Even in real life, cop cars are slower than almost any tuned car, so fix the cars. Air one should be the only one. You know what? You're right. It is like that in real life. And we aren't basing it on real life, so suck my fucking dick. In case you guys haven't realized, we base the server on what we think makes the server work as a whole, not for one group in particular. Not for one faction in particular. It's what we think is the healthiest for the server. I don't think criminals need more ways to get away from cops. You know, I understand the shooting isn't balanced, and like I said, that's sort of the intention. We don't want a shitty PvP server. That's sort of how it is. Now, it would be fine if these shootouts would happen here and there, but it just won't happen like that. And I know what it's like. Whatever the content is, people go towards the content. That's just how it is. Just think of, like, The thing is, what was the I mean, it's probably not fair to say it in this chat considering everyone's gonna be different, but full context, was Hutch just asking for equal equipment to the cops? They're already 12v4 with dog shit guns, according to him. I mean, the guns are better on crims, actually. No chance to get out alive, and someone was shot through a down. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be. Yeah, listen. I don't think it's justifiably. You probably shouldn't be shooting through bodies, but in the same time, I don't think it would go through the body unless it was sprayed. And you know, you're saying they clipped him. I don't know the context of that. Shit like that shouldn't happen. You shouldn't be endangering any life. To your job as a cop is to protect and serve, right? Even if somebody's in your custody or incapacitated, you still have to. Your job is still to protect and serve them, 100%. But I don't think that's the underlying issue. Even if that fuck up was there, them being killed is still what the complaint is, right? The balance isn't there. Not so much that part of the situation. You don't think anyone's right or wrong? Well, that's I think. Well, this is the thing. I don't care about people's opinions, but when someone says, "Hey, this is why I'm gonna leave your server," and implies the server's this dog shit place that is just so fucking horrible, it's a slap in my face, man. It's disrespectful. Now, you know, just because it's tied to big streamers doesn't mean I need to be a pussy and act like that's cool. I don't. You know, I think there's a better way of addressing things, and it wasn't done. Okay, and you know, to imply that I still think, if you know, at the end of the day, police are doing and being more free right now for sure. But that's the point. We don't want to say, hey, don't do this, even though it makes. Chat, listen. If you saw 10 of your friend dead on the ground, okay. Police officers, right? Well, it doesn't matter if they're police, either side, and you had the chance to get in a helicopter, criminal or cop, and fly on a building and shoot motherfuckers, you would do it. Doesn't matter what laws there are, doesn't matter what SOPs there are. It makes sense in RP that it would be a way to do it, in my opinion, and that's why I don't think it is a rule. It might be an SOP, I've got no idea, but you know, like I said, that's the standard, but it doesn't mean it has to be like that. You know, the consequences can happen based on, you know, not following that. So, what kind of helicopter? Oh yeah, 7.